There are moments in life when time itself seems to pause, when all the effort, all the challenges, and all the dreams come together in a single powerful milestone. This is one such moment in time. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my profound honor and privilege to bring greetings and to extend warm congratulations on behalf of the leadership of Knox College, this big school on the hill. Permit me to acknowledge and warmly welcome some very special guests. And please, ladies and gentlemen, be at liberty to overwhelm them with your applause as I acknowledge them. Please help me welcome Mrs. Marcia Edwards, Chairman of the Board of Management. We have with us the Reverend Gary Harriet, Vice Chairman of the Board, and Mrs. Harriet. Please make them welcome. We have Mrs. Doreen Evans, Mrs. Faye T., and other members of the Board of Management. Could we make them all welcome? We have representing the United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, Reverend Al.J. Dyers. Could we make him welcome? We have with us Mrs. Constance Malcolm, Principal of Knox Junior School. Could we make her welcome? We have with us Mrs. Leslie Thomas, the Vice Principal of Student Services and Academic Affairs, representing the Knox Community College. Could we make her welcome? She's no stranger to us, but she comes in a very different capacity. The principal of John Rollins Success Primary, Mrs. Rowena Elliston. Welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to put a little bit more oomph in your clap. This gentleman and his partner have been providing a critical service to Knox College for some 4 decades plus now. I want you to warmly welcome Mr. George Mackenzie, who is the official photographer for Knox College at this ceremony. And Mr. Philip Bully, who is with him. Mr. Mack, on behalf of Knox College, thank you for these many years of great service to this school. I'd like to acknowledge in a very special way our vice principals, Mrs. Maxine Joseph Platt and Mr. Omar Smith. Could we put our hands together for them? She, for many, will always be a vice principal, though long retired, or so she tells us. Would you please help me welcome, even if you don't know her personally, but she is a part of this school's DNA, Mrs. Barbara Chamberlain, former vice principal of Knox College. I would like a very special welcome to our grade coordinators, Mr. Dexter Williams and Mrs. Shanique Plummer, for the 11th grade and 6th form respectively. Clap them up. I sought to put him down the list because I know he's on the outside making his way on the inside, but we can clap loud enough for him to hear us. Our keynote speaker for today, the Reverend Glenroy Clark, he's making his way on the inside. He will be more fulsomely welcomed in a short while. Now, my sons and daughters, you have to put your hands together in a big way for the following people. For all the teachers and members of staff who are here with us this evening, put your hands together and welcome the staff of Knox College. For all the teachers and members of staff who are here with us this evening, put your hands together and welcome the staff of Knox College. For all the teachers and members of staff who are here with us this evening, put your hands together and welcome the staff of Knox College. And this afternoon belongs to them as much as it belongs to you, my children. Please welcome your parents, your guardians, your friends, your well-wishers. Family, welcome. And most importantly, to you, my sons and daughters, our sons and daughters, the graduating class of 2025, today is your day. This is your school. You need no special welcome. We simply celebrate you today. Ladies and gentlemen, could we celebrate the class of 2025? This moment is not only a celebration of individual accomplishment, but a reminder that even in a world filled with uncertainty, challenge, and disruption, greatness still emerges. Through resilience, through commitment, through hard work, and through excellence in all we do. Undoubtedly, we live in challenging times, but also in an age of boundless opportunities. We cannot wish away life's challenges. They will find you. And yes, sons and daughters, you will get knocked down. Even this great school had its fair share of difficulties this year. But we rose and we continue to rise, turning adversity into opportunity. You too, my sons and daughters, must find the strength and courage to get back up every time you fall. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing beyond barriers, beyond boundaries. And remember, we strive to serve and never yield. As an example of what I speak, in recent years, we endured the long-standing effects of the pandemic. More recently, last year, we weathered the impact of Hurricane Beryl. Still, Knox College has responded admirably and continues to uphold high standards of academic excellence, both internally and externally. In fact, in last year's 2024 CXC examinations, Knox College was the best performing school in this region for several subjects, including mathematics, which seemed to have daunted this nation. We were the best in our region. On a little side note, you see the ranking used to going around and wonder why Knox is not on it. Don't watch that. We never participated because of various circumstances. It's an unofficial ranking, but I tell you, if we were to put our finger or foot or hand, any part of us in that ranking, we would be squarely among the 10 best schools in this country, for so we are ranked. Today, we see that same excellence on full display in this graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, of the 266 students in the graduating class of 2025, 171 are graduating with honors diplomas today. That is 64% of the graduating class. That is a big deal you get nowhere else except the big school. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an extraordinary achievement by any standard. After 2 decades at the school, I can tell you it is not easy to get the diploma, much less the diploma with honors. It reflects not only academic ability, but also perseverance, consistency, and growth. To each graduate, I say, well done. You have made it. But I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, Knox is more than grades. It is a vibrant ecosystem where students flourish in many domains. This year alone, we have several things we could boast about. I mentioned but a few. We entered the National Robotics Competition for the very first time and placed second, an incredible debut into this competition. We are now 3 times consecutive national champions in the senior female volleyball competition. Come on, put your hands together. We reached the finals in the junior basketball competition and in netball. In our junior netball program, we are making remarkable strides. We do sports well here at Knox. We captured numerous awards in 4-H this year, both at the parish and national levels. And I want to single out a young man who was named the National Male 4-H Student of the Year, our outgoing Student Council President, Mr. Dwight Henry. And he got a nice small prize of a big $1 million. In the performing arts, we earned multiple national medals and were named the top performing arts school in Manchester this year, having copped all the top awards in the competition. We placed second in the National Tourism Debate Competition, showcasing the strength of our thinkers and our speakers. We earned noteworthy awards in French and other disciplines. And I single out Elu Ellis, who entered the Jamaica Book Festival competition and won the Young Writers Award for his outstanding writing and the essay he submitted. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a school that does well in a rounded way. You know, I still remember watching the robotics team, who with the support of the New York chapter of the past students and their staff advisor, take on the challenge of robotics. What is impressive is that they taught themselves how to build and program this robot. And then they went on to impress the judges and many others. That is an example of the Knox spirit, getting it done when it matters most. And that spirit has shown up again and again and again this year. These accomplishments, academic, athletic, artistic, civic, and others, reflect the whole child philosophy that defines us as a school. It's not just about being good at one thing, it is about becoming great in life. And these young people represent that greatness as they move from this institution. But allow me to just share a couple thoughts. It occurs to me from observation that some people believe we live in a consequence-free world, and this is simply not true. Our choices have consequences, personal and collateral. They shape our lives and impact those around us. But not all consequences are negative, because sometimes we use a word and we think it must be negative. I remind us that good choices bring good consequences, the kind that make us proud and bring pride to those who care about us. So as you launch out, my sons and daughters, it is my hope that you will make more good choices than bad ones. That when you look back in your journey, you will be proud of where your decisions have taken you, and those who love you the most will be proud of you as well. I also charge you, young ones, with something greater. Go out into this world and make it a better world. Be peace builders, create safety in this world, protect the environment, uplift your families, strengthen your communities. Let those who come after you inherit a better world because you were in it. And I want to pause and acknowledge that none of these great accomplishments would have been possible without the extraordinary team behind the scenes. To our valued and valuable teachers and staff, thank you for your tireless work, your patience, and your commitment to molding young minds. You do sacred work. Thank you so much. This is where you can clap up the teachers one more time. To our Board of Management, the past students, the church, the Ministry of Education, the Parents Teachers Association, and all our stakeholders, thank you for believing in Knox College and for walking this journey with us. Your support means everything to us. And to our parents and guardians, your sacrifices, your guidance, your investment have brought your children to this proud moment. Graduates, pause and give thanks one more time to those who made this day possible. Celebrate your parents one more time. Even as we celebrate, when we look to the future with confidence, Knox College continues to invest in innovation, strengthening infrastructure, and preserving the values that have shaped us for generations. As a school, we are committed to helping every student become the best version of themselves, academically, morally, socially, and spiritually. This graduation is not an ending. It is a launch pad for the next great chapter in this school's proud history and for these young people who leave us today. And so, graduates, as you launch out beyond barriers, beyond boundaries, do so with courage and with clarity. Let your lives be the legacy of Knox College. Be proud of where you come from. Be proud of who you are becoming. Let your character, your work, your compassion declare to this world, I was trained, I was taught at Knox College, and I am a proud Knoxite. And at Knox, remember, we strive to serve and do not yield. So go forth, live with purpose, live with honor, love with courage. Congratulations, class of 25. And we say, one college, one college, one college. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, as was announced earlier, this graduation ceremony will flow unannounced. We seek your cooperation to let this be a dignified ceremony celebrating the successes of your children. Don't worry about the photos. Our professional photographer will take outstanding pictures that will be shared with you. As we transition to the next item, I invite everyone to stand as we get ready to sing with pride and purpose our school song. Would the audience please stand at this time? As we get ready to sing, Lord, behold our glad rejoicing. Please stand.
I invite us to remain standing and let us pray. Loving God, as we gather in this place, we ask that to remind us that this is the day that you have made, and the appropriate response is that we be glad and rejoice in it. Our presence here this afternoon is a reminder of your faithfulness. This time last year, we were dealing with the aftermath of a hurricane, trying to pull our lives together. But we have made it, and we're here this year. Not because of any good that we have done, but on account of your grace and mercy. We gather here this afternoon to celebrate this institution. We thank you for its long history, for the impact it has made on generations. We thank you for those who are part of the Knox family at this present time. We celebrate your goodness and how you have used those who provide leadership for this institution, members of staff, to be able to provide quality education to our children. And now we pause at this milestone to celebrate the achievements of our young people who are here this afternoon. We thank you for them. We thank you for enabling them, for allowing themselves to be used by you and to accomplish their goals, to reach this milestone. And as we gather, we pray that your Spirit's presence will be with us this evening. Let us miss nothing we should see or think or hear. And at the end of it, we pray that we'll leave here recommitted to go beyond the barriers and boundaries and to accomplish your purpose for our lives. Bless us, O Lord, we pray. Amen.
Principal Bourne and Vice Principals Smith and Joseph Splatt, Reverend Gary Harriott, Al J. Diaz, and Reverend Glenroy Clark, all ministers of the United Church, the sponsor of this noble institution on the Hill. Colleague board members, Mrs. Constance Malcolm and Mrs. Leslie Thomas, principal and vice principals, respectively, of the Knox Junior School and the Knox Community College, president of the PTA and the president of the KPSA, the Past Students Association, parents, family members, friends, well-wishers, teachers, and other admin and ancillary staff members. And most importantly, our esteemed graduates who are here this afternoon, just to make us so very proud. We welcome you all, and we're just so thankful that we are able once more to host another graduation ceremony like this. We're so thankful. Graduates of the class of 2025, once again, it is my pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of the Board of Management of this big, big, beautiful school on the Hill, Knox College, and we continue to distinguish ourselves as a center of excellence and as a proud beacon of hope in Spalding and beyond. It feels like just yesterday that we were here applauding the accomplishments of the class of 2024. and we are here again giving thanks to God and celebrating your achievements. Let this remind us all that time moves swiftly, and what we do with it matters greatly. Remember that. Time moves quickly. I've discovered that. I've always said that life happens. Time moves quickly. What you do with it is very important. We are truly delighted to be able to have this ceremony again, despite the many challenges, and we had some challenges that we faced this year. Despite those challenges, our students have continued to excel in numerous ways. And this is no small feat and would not have been possible without the tireless efforts of our academic, administrative, and ancillary staff. And each played an important role in allowing you to accomplish what it is that you have accomplished this time. To our principal, Dr. Alexander Bourne. Last year it was Mr. Alexander Bourne. This year it is Dr. Alexander Bourne, and we are really thankful for that, and we applaud his accomplishment for that as well. The vice principals and all staff members, your guidance, your hard work, and your leadership are deeply appreciated, deeply appreciated. We also express sincere thanks to the parents, guardians, and all support groups whose love and investment in these students have borne great fruit. Thank you so much. To our beautiful graduates, this is one of my favorite parts of coming to graduation, just looking at you in your gowns. It's so pretty. To our beautiful graduates, the theme for this year's graduation, Launch Out, Beyond Barriers, Beyond Boundaries, it carries weighty meaning. Barriers represents those obstacles, seen or unseen, that hinder our progress. These may be personal fears, social pressures, systemic inequities, or unexpected life events, and those ones do happen. Launching out against barriers requires courage, it requires focus, and it requires a willingness to persevere in spite of them. Boundaries, on the other hand, represent the limits and expectations that may be placed upon you by others, or even by yourselves. To launch out against boundaries is to push past your comfort zones, to exceed your own expectations, and to boldly explore new horizons. The time you spent at Knox was meant to prepare you for exactly this kind of launch. You have received solid academic instructions. You were encouraged to pursue interests beyond the classroom. You took part in competitions and emerged with success stories. You were nurtured not only to achieve academically, but also to grow in creative, critical thinkers and to be compassionate human beings. In keeping with the ethos of our church, Knox College continues to promote Christian principles and sound discipline. As students of this institution, you have been guided by our motto, to strive, to serve, and not to yield. Carry this with you as you step out into a wider world that needs more people who live by convictions and care. To strive, to serve, and not to yield. Graduates, I urge you to take the lessons, the habits, and the principles that you learned at Knox and apply them wherever you go. In so doing, you will be a credit to yourself, to your families, to your school, to your community, to your country, and most of all, and most importantly, to God, who has sustained you every step of the way. Congratulations once again. We offer our blessings and every good wish for your continued success as you launch out against barriers and against boundaries. The one college, the big, big school on the hill, Knox College, has prepared you well. Now, go and do great things. Bless you all and enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Chairman Marcia Edwards, other members of the Board of Management, Principal Dr. Alexander Bourne, to our Vice Principals Omar Smith and Maxine Joseph Platt, to our guest speaker for this afternoon, the Reverend Glenroy Clark, teachers, administrative and ancillary staff, parents, guardians, well-wishers, a pleasant afternoon to you all. I bring you the greetings of the Reverend Norbert D. Stevens, Regional Deputy General Secretary for the Southern Regional Mission Council and the General Secretary of the United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. The United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands has always taken seriously its commitment to being a change agent within the context where it exists and serves through its members and institutions. With over 100 schools at every level, our track record in the field of education, where we have been at the forefront of combining learning with moral consciousness and civic responsibility, truly speaks for itself. Today indeed marks an opportunity for celebrating those who have benefited and continue to benefit from a cutting-edge education, which deliberately combines high school academic standards with critical moral values, social consciousness, and responsibility, thus enabling them to become difference-making citizens. We congratulate those who are transitioning to another level through this graduation exercise. We commend the ways that you have navigated the academic, physical, and the social spaces to arrive at this signal moment. We congratulate the teachers and administrators and general staff for your fortitude over this year. We congratulate parents and guardians, well-wishers, for the ways in which you have supported these graduates. Graduates, we pray for your success as you continue your academic pursuits and are convinced that you will make a positive mark and contribution to nation building. And so on behalf of the Southern Regional Mission Council, I bring you warm greetings and wish for you every blessing. God bless you all.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, proud parents, teachers, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Today, as we celebrate this milestone under the theme, Launch Out, Beyond Barriers, Beyond Boundaries, it is only fitting that we hear from a leader whose own life and work are a testament to going beyond limits and serving others with purpose. It is my privilege and responsibility to introduce our guest speaker, Reverend Glenroy Clark. A distinguished leader in both spiritual and civic matters,
the Reverend Glenroy Clark embodies the rare combination of pastoral care and community leadership. As a justice of the peace, certified mediator, and experienced minister of religion, he has dedicated his career to bridging divides and fostering community development across the western parishes in Jamaica. His multifaceted experience spans religious leadership, dispute resolution, educational governance, and financial cooperation, making him a pivotal figure in regional development initiatives. In his current role as Minister of the Lucy Charge of United Churches, Reverend Glenroy Clark oversees a dynamic network of 5 congregations, while simultaneously serving as president of Gateway Cooperative Credit Union. Yes, from 2021 to 2024. His previous experience as president of Hanover Cooperative Credit Union further demonstrated his expertise in financial institutional management. Currently, he's the president of Infinity Cooperative Credit Union, a merged credit union of Educom Gateway, the second largest credit union in Jamaica. So, this dual leadership in spiritual and financial spheres reflect his unique ability to balance community welfare with institutional growth. His tenure has been marked by significant achievements in both sectors, demonstrating an exceptional capacity for organizational leadership and strategic planning. At the heart of Reverend Clark's professional toolkit lies his expertise in team leadership and training, complemented by deep experience in community outreach and conflict resolution. His practice of counseling and coaching, combined with operational management skills, creates a comprehensive approach to both individual and organizational development. Since assuming leadership of the Lucy Charge in 2007, Reverend Clark has expanded his influence far beyond the pulpit. As chairman of the Hanover 300 Celebration Committee, he orchestrated commemorative events that celebrated the parish's rich history while fostering community unity. His appointment as Justice of the Peace and subsequent service on the Hanover Policy Civil Committee demonstrate his commitment to maintaining social order and justice within the community. Now, in the educational sphere, Reverend Clark has left an indelible mark through his leadership of key educational boards. His 9-year tenure as chairman of Rossies High's school board, that is from 2013 to 2021, was characterized by strategic development, growth in sports, and academic advancement. He has also served on the Green Island High School board. Reverend Clark continues to shape educational policy and institutional governance. Reverend Clark's academic foundation combines theological training with advanced studies in behavioral sciences and social dynamics. His graduate studies in theology has laid groundwork for his ministerial career, while his postgraduate work in psychology and counseling and politics and moral order reflects his commitment to understanding both individuals and society. This unique educational blend enables him to address complex community challenges with both spiritual insight and practical wisdom. Reverend Clark maintains a balanced life nonetheless, sharing his journey with his wife and his 2 daughters, while his enjoyment of reading, traveling, and socializing reflects his belief in the importance of continuous learning and community engagement. His dedication to service is matched by his passion for learning and his commitment to helping individuals and communities grow stronger. And I believe his words today will inspire each of you as you prepare to launch out in your own futures. Graduates, parents, distinguished guests, and colleagues, please join me in welcoming with a grand applause a true example of leadership beyond boundaries, our guest speaker, the Reverend Glenroy Clark.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, Chairperson of the School Board, Vice Chairman of the School Board, Reverend Al.J. Das, representing the United Church in Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, other board members, Principal, my brother and friend Dr. Bourne, Vice Principals, members of the faculty here at Knox College, other members of staff, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, graduating class of 2025, parents, well-wishers, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. And so this is my 4th graduation for the season. 2 days ago, I was at another school in Montego Bay. Let's say they're in the top 10, the Montego Bay High School for Girls. And today I am at Knox College, the one college, one school. And it's good to be here. And I want to begin with a word of affirmation. I like this because the other graduations that I've gone to, I have to wait about 2 hours before I talk. And sometimes 3 hours. And by the time I start to talk as a guest speaker, the room is empty. But I like this. Put your hands together for the leadership of Knox. And so I want to talk to you briefly, because I believe in the 11th commandment, those who speak briefly shall be heard again. If you believe that, say amen. All right. So if you give me your undivided attention and look at me for the next 15 minutes, I'm done within 15 or 20 minutes. Agree? Agree, graduates? All right. Because you see, graduation is not just about the speeches. But as we sit and we look at the graduating class for 2025, I can't but see the makeup on the faces and the hair. And they're saying to themselves, oh no, hurry up, because I have to go outside and take the picture before my makeup smudge up. Right? Yes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the theme, launch out into the world, beyond barriers, beyond boundaries. Today marks more than a closing of a chapter. It is an ignition point, a moment we stand on the edge of what is known and prepared for, to launch out into the vast unknown. Our theme today is bold it's bright, and it's rightly so. Launch out beyond barriers, beyond boundaries. And I want to share a couple thoughts about the theme, and then I will give you 4 takeaways, graduates. To launch out, my friends, means to move with purpose, to move with courage, with a forward momentum, not cautiously tiptoeing, but taking leaps. And why? Because you're ready for what you know and what you're not aware of. Boundaries, my friends, are often invisible at times. Boundaries are invisible lines, expectations, traditions, and even self-doubt. And they quietly tell us, stay where you are, for that is a safe space. There are some boundaries that you have perceived for yourselves. There are some boundaries that your family have placed in your heart and mind for a very long time. And so today, the challenge to you graduates of Knox College is to launch out beyond the boundaries. But barriers are different. Barriers push back. They can be loud, a rejection letter, a financial obstacle, a closed door. But I want to say today, as you launch out, whether there are boundaries or whether there are barriers, whatever come your way, you're going to move past that. Whatever come your way, you're going to go forward. Whether they are real or perceived, whether they are placed there by someone or placed there by myself, I'm going to pass my boundary and my barrier, and I'm going to move forward. And so, graduates, this world needs people who are willing to cross boundaries and barriers. Knox graduates 2025, Jamaica needs people who will cross boundaries and cross barriers. The reason why you are graduating today is because many of your parents and guardians crossed some boundaries and crossed some barriers. Many of you don't know the sacrifices your parents put in so that you can be graduating today. They crossed boundary and they crossed barriers so that you can be celebrating today as a member of the graduating class of 2025. So, by those lessons, young men, young women, defy all odds. Cross the boundary, cross the barriers, and launch out into the world. Launch out with a vision. I tell people, without a vision, the Bible says people perish. But I want to say, without vision, you are going to leave the parish. Or you leave the country. And you go America, or you go to Canada, or you go wherever, you're trying to find yourself. But you cannot find yourself until you have a perception, a perceptive view of the future that you want God to design for you. I want to say to you, graduate, you don't have to leave Jamaica and go nowhere to find life. You can find it right here. Nowhere no better than yard. And if you pack up and go America, Trump will send you back. So you can't be a second-class citizen in nobody's country. Let us work to cross the barriers and tear down the boundaries and build up Jamaica. Launch out with a vision. Launch out with a vision. Your life has been given to you by God. You have been blessed by God. And anywhere you are, as long as God is with you, you can do well. Anywhere you are placed, as long as God is with you, you can strive. Anywhere you are placed, as long as God is with you, you can shine, because a diamond will always shine. Launch out. Graduates, turn to your neighbor and say, launch out with a vision. Tell somebody else, launch out with a vision. Vision. But also, we must launch out with integrity. Launch out beyond the lines others have drawn. You see, there are some persons walking around and telling you, you can't. Or like you can't. I like when they tell you you can't. Because the more they tell you can't, you're going to defy that. And you're going to believe that you can. For Philippians tell me, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Every time you tell me I can't, I will try. Every time you tell me I can't pass my subject, I will try. You will never go to university, I will try. Because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And if God be for me, who can be against me? I can. Somebody say I can. Graduates say I can. Parents say I can. I can. I will try. Tear down the barriers. You have some barriers named bad mind. You know, when your children are doing well, you have some friends, parents who every time they say, boy, my boy passed in Knox College, you know. From the day the boy passed till now, they not chat to you again. And from the minute you tell them that you're going to graduation because your son or your daughter are doing very well at Knox and graduating, they start to walk sideways when they're passing you because they're bad mind. But amidst the line that you draw, I'm going to launch beyond those lines. Break through the ceilings. Break through the ceilings. Build longer tables. Make the impossible possible, graduates. Always believe that your best chapters have not been written as yet. There's a song they sing in church, the best is yet to come. I don't believe the best is yet to come, graduates, when we get over heaven. With the hard work and dedication and devotion in your life, the best is yet to come. With all the effort that you put in place right here with God by your side, the best is yet to come. With the sacrifices and efforts, the world is waiting. Rise to the occasion. Knox has never been a place where it's only the simple facts are taught. It's a place that embraces freedom and thought, expression and possibility. Have been a place where new ideas and lives have been challenged and molded for years. So take on the boundaries and launch out. Go beyond what you thought you were not capable to have done and accomplished. Go beyond what the world expects. Go beyond what you will be surprised by. Class of 2025, launch out and go beyond. Beyond boundaries, beyond barriers. Never look back. You know, graduating class, one of the things I've been telling graduates you need to understand something that I call the gift of goodbye. You see, if you're going to launch out, you can't tiptoe. You have to make stretch. And you have to go light. And there are some people you call friends. You can't launch with them because they're a heavyweight. So there are some friends that you have in 2025. You can't carry them to university in 2025. You can't carry them anywhere because they're heavyweight. They will pull you back. They will pull you down. So you have to say to them, goodbye. Goodbye. I am launching out into the world. So what are the 4 takeaways, graduates? 1, as you launch out, beyond barriers, beyond boundaries, whether they are real or perceived, whether they were designed for you or you designed them for yourselves. 1, embrace uncertainty. Can I hear the graduating class say that with me? Embrace. Say it louder. Embrace uncertainty. We have learned that the world does not follow a script. Whatever you are starting, whatever you are entering, whatever you are exploring, uncertainty is a part of the growth process. It's not something to fear. It's something to leverage. Whenever we launch out, we step into the unknown with confidence, with purpose. I heard a story of a young lady who wanted a job. And she went to university, but she wasn't working. And she was tired of staying at home. And she put on her clothes, her nice suit, put her handbag over her hand, and went into the town every day. And she would walk from business place to business place. And she would drop off application and seek a job. She started to dress like she at work. She started to step out like she at work. And my neighbor said, you at work? And she said, no, then every day I dress up girl like you at work. She said to the neighbor, I am faking it until I make it. I am faking it until I make it. The world can be a lonely place. The world can be a sad place. But don't be afraid of the fears that will come. Leverage those fears as stepping stone. Don't be afraid of the challenge of inadequacies. None of us who are talking now were ever adequate or feel a sense of adequate. But we have leveraged our fears. We have stepped over the boundaries and barriers. We have defied all odds. And look at us now. I say to you, graduating class, no afraid of nobody. No afraid of nobody. You remember what Portia said, me no afraid of no boy, no girl, no tall. Do not be afraid of anything. Face your fears with faith. If God be for me, who shall be against me? I am not afraid because God is by my side. I am not afraid of the unknown because God is by my side. I am not afraid of studying because God is by my side. I'm not afraid of going to university because the Lord will provide. Embrace uncertainty. But secondly, as you launch out beyond barriers, beyond boundaries, not only must you embrace uncertainty, but walk with purpose. Walk with purpose. You ever see some people that walk yet? Literally. They walk with their head down. Like them and look for something they lost. But when you walk, literally, you walk with a sense of direction. You walk with purpose and poise. You walk with a sense of determination and devotion and dedication. walk with purpose, literally, and walk with purpose, philosophically. Walk with purpose because you know you are destined for purpose. Walk with purpose because you know who you are. When people talk down to you, you know you don't worry about that. You don't worry when they tell you can't. They look over there, all those teachers dressed in gown and hood and look nice. People told them that they couldn't. People told them they can't. But they have defied the order of the day, and look at them now. If it happened to them, it can happen to you. I'm saying to you, walk with purpose. Everything you've done, from your projects, your pitches at the late night, your breakthrough, the creative spirit is in you. As you move forward, chase the opportunities. Build lives. Build your careers. Build your community. Build it rooted in impact. Don't just live. Walk and make an impact. Don't just exist. Build a community as you grow. Walk with purpose. You see, my friends, we are having more persons in Jamaica today with more degrees. Everybody have degree. First degree, second degree. Some have 4 degrees. But guess what? Jamaica is more selfish now than 50 years ago. We are so brilliant that we have no time to cross the road and say hi to a neighbor. When you walk, understand that you are not living for yourself, but you exist for others. Build community. Don't be a pretty dunce. Don't be an intellectual ghetto. Don't be someone that only you bright in a paper, but you don't know how to communicate and socialize. Connect with people. You can't live for yourself. You have to communicate and connect as you walk with purpose. Turn to your neighbor, graduates, and say, walk with purpose. Tell somebody to walk with purpose. So first, embrace uncertainty. Second, walk with what? Walk with what? And then thirdly, failure is inevitable. But I came across a phrase, it's not mine, I read it somewhere, where it says, if you fail, fail forward. If you fail, fail forward. The Bible says, the steps of a good man or good woman are ordered by the Lord. Though you fall, you shall what? You shall what? One of the most powerful things in life I have learned is that failure is not final. If you have failed, get up and try again. If you have failed, get up and try again. If you have failed, position yourself to succeed. It's a part of it. Every setback is an opportunity to come back. Every setback, it will slow you down for a year. I was talking to a young man last year, and he asked me to be his mentor. And thank God he did. He was in the 4th year at UWI in a medicine program. And he failed more courses in 1 semester than he passed. And he felt as if I'm not going to go back. And he called me as his mentor, and he says, Rev, I have failed. I feel like a failure. My mother is upset. My father is upset. I feel like I want to done with life. I am a failure. But you know what happened? Him not used to girlfriend. And him see one pretty girl like you. And him start to talk to the girl, and the girl disrespect him. And him take it to heart. And him feel like, I am just going to give up. So him nobody study, him just find himself in a space. And so I went to Huey, and I found him. And I said to him, one sentence. I looked him in the eye, and I said to him, my friend, my brother, failure is not final. Failure is not. Failure is not. If you fail, you can try again. And I said to him, the next time you try, you're going past them. And today, 3 weeks ago when the medical students completed, I got a text message from him. He says, Reverend Clark, my mentor, I have completed medical school and I'm ready for internship now. I want to thank you. The point I am making is that you will fail. And sometimes it allowed him to sit back about 2 semesters or 3. But guess what? He finished. He done. He my doctor today. Some people cross the line and some will chop the line for you. Oh, you don't know about chopping line in Manchester. Some will chop the line for you. And some will cheat you out of the line. But guess what? Failure is not final. If you fail, fail forward. Move forward. Every setback is an opportunity to come back. But the fourth and final one, stay connected. Stay what? Stay what? Stay connected. 1, stay connected to God. Can I say that again? Stay connected to. Never lose sight that it is He that hath made us, and not we our. It is He that hath made us, and not we our. Stay connected to God as you launch out. But stay connected to your family. I have seen some graduates who have gone through hollowed walls like Knox College and University, and they behave with their mother is like they outgrow their mother, outgrow their father. It no matter how bright you become in life, it doesn't matter. Your mother will always be a mother. Your father will always be a father. Respect you. Can I say that again? Your mother, in a country me come from in Hanover, they say your ma are your ma and your pa are your pa. Graduates, remember your mother, remember your father, remember those who are there for you. Don't throw away the stick until you cross the bridge. You may need it again. Stay connected to your family. But thirdly, stay connected to Knox School. Many of us, when we get big and up there, we talk about the university we went to. We don't talk about the high school we went to. Remember where you come from. If you don't remember where you come from, you're not going nowhere. You're like a truck without engine. Remember where you come from. Always remember where you're. Today, officially graduating class of 2025, you are graduating into the alumni of Knox College. Connect with them. But also, stay connected to a group of friends. This world is a lonely place. A lonely place. And you need friends who can encourage you. The other morning, 2 mornings ago, I dropped off my daughter at school, and I forgot to have given her lunch money. And when she came, I turned back and I brought the money to the teacher. And the next morning when I was taking her to summer school again, I said, Grace, son, how would you manage with lunch and break if I didn't come back? And she looked at me in the car and she said, Daddy, I have my friends. I have my friends. This world is a lonely place. You must have some friends. Have some people who can motivate you. Have some people who can speak positively into your spirit. Have some people, when the road gets tough and rough, you can run to them. So as you launch out, beyond barriers, beyond boundaries, whether they are real or perceived, whether they were placed by others or placed by yourself. Embrace uncertainty. Build with purpose. Walk with purpose. Fail forward. If you fail, and when you fail, get up. Move forward and stay connected. Connected to God. Connected to your family. Connected to your school. And connected to your friends. I commend you to the mercies of God. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please welcome Reverend Glenroy Clark. Reverend Glenroy Clark, on behalf of the graduating class of 2025, I would like to express a heartfelt thank you to you for sharing with us today. Your words have left a lasting impact on us, and I am sure that they will remain with us as we transition into our next chapter. As an act of gratitude, I would like to present to you a token.
A pleasant afternoon again, everyone. Quick announcement. There is no live stream of the graduation. However, it can be viewed later this evening on Paracon Promotions Limited. So that's Parakone Promotions Limited.
if I could read.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols observed. Madam Chairman, Principal, the following 8 students have completed their prescribed course of study and by virtue of their performance have achieved the standard required to be granted the Knox College Sixth Form Diploma. We ask that they be accepted by you. Adine Archer. Levante Brown. Jaheim Goldburn. Jaheim Francis. Model student recipient and Vice President of the Students' Council, Philip Miller. Tessan Saunders. Abigail Smith and Dante Wong. Madam Chairman, Principal, the following 57 students have completed their prescribed course of study and by virtue of their performance have achieved the standard required to be granted the Knox College Sixth Form Diploma with honors. We ask that they be accepted by you. Kelly Shea Allen. Head girl and model student awardee, Chevanis Bell. Deputy head girl and model student awardee, Akesha Benjamin. Model Student Awardee, Nicole Bennett. Borders Council President and Model Student Awardee, Stephen Boswell. Sixth Form Association Vice President and Model Student Awardee, Sean J. Bromley. Sarah Brooks. Janelle Campbell. John Tassanique Carter. Travis Clark. Zonia Clark, Brianna Coleman, Norando Deacon. Natalia Dixon, Chardonnay Dior Donor, Larique Facey, Nijon Golding, and Model Student Awardee Tashari Gordon. Niquane Green, Chanel Hanson, Clayton Henry, Student Council President, 4-H Student of the Year, and Model Student Award recipient, Dwight Henry. Matthew Lewis, Ricoy Logan, Letitia Longmore. Model Students Awardee, Lanique McCarthy. Deputy Head Boy and recipient of the Shelley-Ann Fraser Prize Pocket Rocket Scholarship and Model Student Awardee, Shuane McDermott. Head Boy and Model Student Awardee, Jordan McKenzie. Model Student Awardee, Rush Miller. Rush Miller is also the Vice President of the Students' Council. Brittany Morris. Cadane Morrison. Chanel Phillips, Chris Moore Robinson, Cheyenne Robinson, Menin Ross, Anthony Rowe, Javorni Rowe. Model Student Award recipient, Tina Dre Satterthwaite. Kane Sinclair, who is also a Model Student Award recipient. Model Student Award recipient, Gabrielle Smith. Danicia Smith. Model Student Award recipient, Charisse Stoner. Model Student Award recipient, Tambari T. Tamoy Tingle. Daquan Tomlin. Model Student Award recipient, Danique Walker. Female President of the Student Council and Model Student Award recipient, Hadija Wallace. Shania Watson, Denzel Wesley. Model Student Award recipient, Dylan White. Model Student Award recipient, Kadeen White. Sixth Form Association President and Model Student Award recipient, Damali Wilkinson. Sashkia Wilson. Danielle Wright. Khalil Wright. Kimanda Wright. I thank you.
Madam Chair, Mrs. Marcia Edwards, other members of the board, guest speaker, Reverend Glenroy Clark, distinguished guests, Principal Dr. Alexander Bourne, Vice Principals, Mr. Omar Smith, and Mrs. Maxine Joseph Splatt, all administrative members, parents, teachers, guardians, and my fellow graduates of the Knox College Sixth Form class of 2025, good afternoon. I am your Deputy Head Boy, Shwayne McDermott.
I am Senior Prefect Kyan Sinclair, and it is an honor to represent this year's cohort under the theme, to launch out beyond barriers, beyond boundaries. Science students, let us take you back to a moment that admittedly may not be the most nostalgic, but it's definitely common to us all. It is 3 a.m., your laptop screen is glowing, Your notes are scattered. Your brain has now reached its limit, and the only thing keeping you awake is that one lab allegedly due tomorrow and still not making any sense. This was CAPE 2025. With the onset of internal exams and labs now due far earlier than years past, missing pieces seem to materialize out of the air. With this endless catalog of labs and physics now at the peak of its antagonism, CAPE, to be honest, we didn't think it would work out. However, this was far from our limit. With steel resolved, we launched over each hurdle. IAs, internal exams, and finally, CAPE examinations. And with this, I ask, what are limits, if not checkpoints, hurdles to be tested, prodded at, and ultimately overcome?
And sixth form did indeed test these limits. The first was the limits of our discipline. Coming into a penultimate year of high school, we shrugged our shoulders with relief. With only 4 or so subjects, we were surely in the era of leisure and freedom. Now this was the first offense. The subjects were now more unforgiving than ever, with not even a year to get it done. The illusion of freedom did not last. It was painfully evident that it would be a steep hill to climb. Now, communication studies came as the emissary of the sixth form experience. A subject so mundane, so banal, you scoffed at it until it was March, and you are now questioning your ability to speak English. With more presentations and performances than the pantomime, communication studies was surely a novel experience.
Caribbean Studies started phase 2 with that infamous line, define the Caribbean. And really, nobody knew I would need 6 different ways to define 2 little islands. And now, 4 essays, 3 hours, how were we to do this? It was surely impossible. But we soon learned that the difference between the possible and the impossible is only 2 letters. The Tuesday morning spent with mixed classes, scarce chairs, and Mr. Miller's life stories made the experience all the more organic and grounded. The debates and discussions we shared were everything from interactive and heated to downright comical. Miss Brown, Mr. Miller, we thank you for making this final year all the more manageable, even when we're taking back hours of lost sleep in the middle of your classes.
Sixth form challenged our leadership. Could we stand up to the occasion? We were no longer simple students, but rather leaders of our clubs, societies, and student bodies. We commend your diligent student leadership, particularly the Sixth Form Association, Student Council, and the prefect body, for the part you played in vitalizing the school year with the events you organized. And I would consider any event that I see a dance-off with our own vice principal a stark success. For many, the best part of it all was the people. In the 12th grade, it was a breath of fresh air, seeing the new faces that would not only be peers and classmates, but also leave their mark with the ambition and greatness of a true Knoxite.
We've seen the likes of Menon taking the Forest Club by its reins, ambitiously place herself into the student council. The likes of the ever-diligent Saskia blend seamlessly into it all, and so many more who show up as exemplary Knoxites. Though not everyone remained with us up until now, it has been quite the fulfilling journey. And it would be absolutely criminal to not mention those students who have done so very well in representing our school. We speak of Tashari.
One Rasta Mouse, never two.
Adija.
Stuart Little.
Stephen.
Buzz.
Philip. Matthew and Shuain, who have been the vanguards of an immaculate era of volleyball in the name of Knox College.
There is Wang Lee, Jev, and Lev, who have been integral in the development of our football team.
We commend Saskia, Janelle, Kadeen, Daquan, Menon, and our very own resident millionaire, Dwight Henry,
AKA Maximilian.
for being nothing short of outstanding in the area of 4-H.
We speak of Jordan, Tombari, and Kain's dedication to the quiz competition.
And we congratulate Travis, Damali, and Nikoi as innovative and as mavericks for excelling in the area of robotics at the national level. Surely we can recognize that these past 2 years, this cohort, and especially these students have been sensational to say the least. However, this journey has not only been our own. Sixth formers, I invite us to all stand and give a loving, well-deserved round of applause to our very own sixth form coordinator, Mrs. Plummer. Mrs. Plummer, you were keen and impartial in looking out for each and every one of us as our grade coordinator. And for the people like myself who take fast and take up extra subjects, not knowing what we were getting into, you oversaw this process for us.
I still remember the send-off we gave you in the middle of the school year after chemistry class right in front of the business department. Miss Plummer, thank you for encouraging and watching over us as your own with your signature line, I will fail nothing.
Homeroom teachers, Miss Thompson and Mrs. Thomas, the quintessence of genuineness and sincerity, you are not forgotten. Though many like myself are guilty of accidentally switching your names at times, we remember you. We remember the scampering to get our names marked. We remember you as the persons we could always talk to. Never judging, always forgiving, and compassionate. You have truly put the home in homeroom. And to Miss Thomas, my homeroom teacher, in case you are wondering, yes, I am at school today.
Parents, guardians, teachers, and all who have been in our corner for these 2 years, you have been our first supporters. Thank you for always being there for us. Security guards, ancillary staff, and all who have worked behind the shadows to maintain our school. We offer you thanks for the work you've done, even when we are not at school. And to our boarding parents, Mrs. Gail, Miss Nadine, and Mr. and Mrs. McDowell, thank you. Thank you for being more than just guardians during our time away from home. We are truly grateful for all the sacrifices you've made. This journey would not be possible without you. And to our boarding ancillary staff, God bless you. Sundays and Wednesdays would be nothing without the famous KFC, Knox fried chicken. We cannot forget, boarders, the national dish, brown stew and curry. We really do appreciate the hard work you do day after day. Give them a round of applause. And to our Dean of Boarding, Mrs. Maxine Joseph Splatt, your patience. Give a round of applause. Your patience, your guidance, and even your rules helped us to grow into persons more disciplined, responsible, and grounded. Thank you.
Graduates, our charge to you now is to introspect. Find your ceiling and break through it. Because high school has started your journey, but surely not defined it.
Like the daring flying fish, defining its nature and taking to the air, we all have the ability to go beyond. Take the initiative, test your capabilities, and extend them, because your limit is only as you set it. Let the lessons you've learned guide you, and the failures teach you, and your achievements set the standard. Finally, above all, never be discouraged, because success is not sprung from passion nor talent. It is forged from consistency, the consistency to try, fail, and persevere. It is not a mood, nor is it a feeling. It is not genetic. It is an approach to life. An approach to life so potent, so effective that it is our school's motto. Niti severe neke kedere. To serve, to strive, and not to yield. Graduates, launch out beyond your boundaries, beyond your barriers.
One college, Knox College.
We thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, another highly anticipated moment of this graduation exercise is here. And it is now time to present the graduating class, the 11th grade graduating class of 2025. Might I just invite Madam Chair and Mr. Principal to the presentation area. And whilst they come, ladies and gentlemen, please know that the spotlight and the center stage now belongs to 201 students who worked so hard to attain the Knox College graduation standard, 114 of whom will receive the diploma with honors. Additionally, there are some students who will receive the Knox College Model Student Award for their consistency in character displayed, their reliability, their volunteerism, and their scholastic discipline. All these 201 students have given us reasons to rejoice and be glad, even amidst life's challenges. So here they are, ladies and gentlemen, our accomplished students, your sons and daughters. And so, Madam Chair and Mr. Principal, the following 87 students have completed their prescribed course of study and by virtue of their performance have achieved the standard required to be granted the Knox High School diploma. We ask that they be accepted by you. Brittany Bailey, Tanila Blake, Amoy Brown, Lejari Brown, Omari Brown, Iwayne Bryan, Shanika Burton,
Aliston Byron, Andreen Chambers, Mark Chin, DeAndre Clark,
Ronil Clark. Akila Clayton. Kalia Cox.
Ahmad Rashawn Creed. Sharona Davis. Michaelia Dixon. Alyssa Dodd. Model Student Awardee Rajmark Duheni. Jaden Dunstan. Amer Durant.
Khalifa Farrell. Shanique Freighter. Felicia Graham. Gamel Grant. Princess Chanel Griffiths. Michaela Hall. Kobe Hamilton.
Amari Harriot. Colin Hemmings. Lavard Henry. Miko Jr. Henry. Amani Hall. Kiana Hall. Brittany Jacobs.
Raymar James. Anelia Johnson. Amani Jones. Kevin Jones. Kyle Caldo. Orex Lewin. Gordon Lewis.
Jamar Loveless. Ashneek Lowe. Valentin Lynch. Tiara Madden. Dana Lee Maitland. Marla K. McBean. Kadir McClymont.
Dante McGregor. Tyree McIntosh. Shamaya McKay. Dejanay Mendez. Liana Mendez. Vanna Mendez. Frederick Miller.
Sajoya Miller. Cheverese Minto. Michael Moses. Raheem Palmer. Jordan Parker. Radisha Pari. Treon Platt.
Kiara Powell. Aria Reed. Nicole Riley. Cheval Rose. Jeriana Salmon. Adonai Samson.
Deron J. Simpson. Dominique Smichael. Jada Smichael. Matthew Reese Smith. Daniel Smythe. Nicoy Spencer. William Tate.
Tony Ann Virtue. David Walford. Shamara Whitaker. DeLonge Williams. Kimoy Wilson. Marcelina Wilson. Mario Wilson. Tyler on the right.
Madam Chairman, Principal, the following 21 students have completed their prescribed course of study and by virtue of their performance have achieved the standard required to be granted the Knox College High School diploma with lower second class honors. We ask that they all be accepted by you. Renje Buckle. Jordine Carpenter. Natalia Chaplin. Antonio Cunningham. Okeem Denton.
Daniel Dunkley. Shaniqua Freighter. Tanisha Hewitt. Sean Hutchinson. Emily Jacobs.
Tajay Leslie. Demark Lynn. DeMarlon Mullings. Roshana Newman. Danielle Richards. Shanagay Ricketts.
Abigail Sharventon. Dushan Smith. Ashley Smith. Rihanna White. Janelle Wilson.
And so up the ladder of accomplishments we go. Madam Chair and Mr. Principal, the following 51 students have completed their prescribed course of study and by virtue of their performance have achieved the standard required to be granted the Knox College High School diploma with upper second class honors. We ask that they be accepted by you. Deon Anderson. Crystal Bailey. Nikila Bailey. Roll J. Bailey. Gawain Bartley. Antonia Bennett.
Alicia Bramfield. Cassania Brown. Kiana Brown.
Sharika Dixon. Topaz Dixon. Radu Francis. Ojan Fraser. Kareem Gordon. Gabriella Green.
Joylene Green. Romari Hales. Gabriel Gahunter. Shavannah James. Vivian Johnson. Darrell Jones.
Bayana Levy. Jordan Main. Antoinette McLeod. Jamoy Miller. Chevanese Millwood. Shireen Nelson.
Rickland Nugent. Sean O'Brien. Janice Plummer. Tashana Powell. Garnell Raymond. Zahara Rodney.
Rashawn Shirley. Brianna Smith. Deshaun Smith. Sadiq Solomon. Anthony Stanley. Dejanay Thompson. Ajani Tomlinson.
Michaelia Wall. Tyreek White. Akila Whitaker. Kisana Williams. Sunil Williams. Tiandra Williams. Model Student Awardee Devoni Woolcock. Deandra Wright.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Here we are at the pinnacle of grade 11 graduating success. Madam Chairman, Principal, the following 42 students have completed their prescribed course of study, and by virtue of their performance have achieved the standard to be granted the Knox College High School diploma with first class honor. We ask that they all be accepted by you. Model Student Awardee Charlicia Benjamin. Jadea Bryce. Model Student Awardee Javon Brown. Monique Bryan. Model Student Awardee Antonio Burrell. Kristane Campbell. Model Student Awardee Abigail Carter.
Robinson. Terrence Gray. Kelly J. Hayes.
Model Student Awardee Javori Henry. Jordan Howell. Model Student Awardee Christine Iwudike. Alena James. Model Student Awardee Ajay Knight. Model Student Awardee LeSean Lawrence. Chanel Lewis.
Model Student Awardee Anthony Marshall. Brianna Mackenzie. Vincent Otte. Model Student Awardee Lydia Powell. Tassia Powell. Houghton Reed. Jordia Robinson.
Model Student Awardee Glassford Ross. Trisena Salmon. Model Student Awardee J. Mars Michael. Etana Smith. Rondika Smith. Roshane Spence. Rihanna Stoner.
Model Student Awardee Tahelia Taylor. and gentlemen, Courtney and Ian.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Principal. May I just invite for another time the students of the graduating class of grade 11 to stand. Stand, stand, stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the grade 11 graduating class of 2025. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on the protocols already established. One of the most anticipated part of graduation is the presentation of special awards. This year we continue this wonderful tradition in recognizing and celebrating excellence in the academic pursuits as well as the co-curricular activities. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the recipients from this year's graduation. Now, before we begin, we regret that we are not able to give each of our graduates an award. You see, this group has done exceptionally well this year. And I know in this formal setting, we have to be on our best behavior. You know, proper, dignified. But permit me, Sir Principal, to ask everybody gathered here just to put their two fingers in the air like this and bust a blank for our graduates. Thank you. And for the Christians that among us, can I invite you to shout, "Thank you, Jesus!" The fifth form scholarships. The John Jones Sports Award. Can I invite Miss Shanette Clark from the head of department for the Physical Education and Sport Department. Can I ask her to come to make this presentation? The John Jones Sports Award, awarded to a fifth form student for outstanding performance in athletics and other sporting activities, sportsmanship, and academic achievement. This year's recipient is Christine Audike. The Chairman's Scholarship for the Arts. I call upon Mrs. Marcia Edwards, Chairman of the School Board, to give this scholarship. awarded to a fifth form student for top performance in language or in humanities to facilitate pursuit of further studies. The recipient is Javon Brown. I'm going to call on Mrs. Markeisha Duaney, head of the English department, to present this award. The Tomoy Scarlet Scholarship, awarded to a fifth form student for top performance in business to facilitate pursuance of further studies. This year's recipient is LeSean Lawrence. Call upon Mrs. Faye T., member of the school board and president of the PTA, to hand out this scholarship. The George Kirby Science Scholarship, awarded to a fifth form student who is a top performer in science to facilitate pursuance of further studies. The recipient is Abigail Carter. Call upon Reverend Gary Harriott, board member and minister of the Bryce United Church, to present this award. The Kirby Scholarship for Spiritual Life, awarded to a fifth form student who has been involved in the spiritual life of the school and has demonstrated sound Christian principles in her daily activities. The recipient is Jamar Michael. Call upon Mrs. Juliet Cole, member of the school board, to give this scholarship. the Glenn and Dorothy Miller Scholarship, awarded to a fifth form student for excellence in sporting endeavors, academic pursuits, and admirable character traits. The recipient is LaShawn Lawrence. I call upon Mrs. Leslie Thomas, Vice Principal of Knox Community College, to give this scholarship. The David and Thelma Bent Scholarship, awarded to a fifth form student who is most persistent, resilient, and innovative, who in the face of challenges maintains discipline and consistent academic excellence. This scholarship comes with a boarding grant of $100,000 for the Knox Boarding School. The recipient is Christine Audike. I call upon Mrs. Doreen Evans, board member, to give this scholarship. The Jean Davidson Scholarship, awarded to a fifth form student who is top performer in the technical vocational area to facilitate pursuance in further studies. This scholarship comes with a boarding grant of $100,000. And the recipient is Antonio Burrell. I call upon Mrs. Constant Malcolm, principal of the Knox Junior School, to give this award. The John B.T. Award, the highest award, awarded to a fifth form student who has achieved all-around excellence in service to community, leadership, reliability, character, sports, and academics. This recipient is Antonique Marshall. I call upon Dr. Alexander Bourne, principal of Knox College, to give this award. The Principal's Award, given to the most outstanding academic achiever. Awarded to a fifth form student who is graduating with the highest average from the graduating class of 2025. Graduating with an average of 90.7. This year's recipient is Antonio Burrell. Make some noise, make some noise. Yes. 90.7. The sixth form scholarships. I'm going to call on Mrs. Rowena Elliston, former teacher of Knox College and now principal of the John Rollins Success Primary and Infant School, to give this scholarship. The George Kirby Science Scholarship, awarded to an upper sixth form student for top performance in the sciences. And this year's recipient is Stephen Boswell. I call upon Mrs. Dion Harriott to give this scholarship. Can I ask her husband in her stead just to do it? Reverend Harriott. The Patrickson Joseph Memorial Scholarship, awarded to an upper sixth form student who has shown a passion for the creative arts and the discipline for honing these skills. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipient is Jordan Mackenzie. Call upon Mrs. Shanique Plummer, grade coordinator of the sixth form program here at Knox College, to give this award. The Humanities Scholarship, awarded to an upper sixth form student who is top performer in the area of the humanities. And this year's recipient is Sharice Stoner. I call upon Mrs. Sarita Wignall to give this scholarship. The Millicent Mahabir Scholarship, awarded to an upper sixth form student who is top performer in business. And this year's recipient is DeAndre Southwaite. Call upon Reverend Diaz to give this special award. Now, this year, the Southern Mission Council of the United Church of Jamaica and the Grand Cayman Island is giving an award to the sixth form student with the highest academic average. This year, the award goes to a student with a 95.7 average. This award goes to Cherise Stoner. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all the awardees. Before I take my seat, we are acknowledging this afternoon an outstanding teacher among the staff here at Knox. Today we pause to celebrate and express our deepest appreciation for a man whose dedication, talent, and heart have left an indelible mark, not only within the walls of Knox College, but throughout the wider community. This is no ordinary teacher. He is a mentor, a motivator, and some people say he's a maestro in every sense of the word. With unwavering commitment, he has guided generations of Knox College students not only to appreciate the beauty and discipline of music, but to excel in it. Under his leadership, Knox College music program has flourished, and his students have claimed numerous trophies and accolades, proudly representing their school at competitions near and far, at home and abroad. But beyond the awards, he has instilled in them a sense of confidence, teamwork, and love for the arts that will resonate for a lifetime. What truly sets him apart is his boundless generosity and community spirit. He gives himself tirelessly, lending his time, his skills, and his passions to serve others. Whether it is organizing free concerts to bring joy to the public, or playing a local event to support community causes. He is always ready to uplift others through music. His presence is a gift to everyone gathered. His music is a healing balm in times of sorrow and a celebration in times of joy. And my brothers and sisters, he does this, all of this, not for recognition, but out of a deep love for people and a firm belief in the power of music to transform lives. Those who know I'm talking about, he is quiet, and he quietly sacrifices late rehearsals, and constant encouragement often goes unseen. But not today. Today we honor a man whose impact reaches far beyond the classroom. And we say thank you for the music, for the inspiration, and for the heart you pour into everything you do. You are not just a teacher of music, you are a teacher of life. And my brothers and sisters, I pause here to say since 2011, this teacher is behind the musical production of every graduation. We say to you, may your legacy continue to echo in every note played and every life touched. With gratitude and admiration, Knox College salutes Mr. Wignall, music teacher extraordinaire. I call upon Mr. Bourne just before don't leave yet, Mr. Wignall. Behind every or beside every successful man, there is a calm gentlewoman. Can I invite Mrs. Wignall to join us? Mrs. Wignall, can I just say this? Ever since Mr. Wignall joined us in 2011, Sarita, aka Auntie Kim, automatically became a member of the Knox family. She worked at our music camp. She supported our student at JCDC, All Together Sing, to name a few. On many occasions, their homes on weekends were filled with Knoxites who were there because they lived too far from school to attend some of the events over the weekend. Just like her husband, she is humble, unassuming, and caring. Please put your hands together and give a resounding applause for the Wignalls. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
just can't keep us down. Solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set their trap, they can't don't stop me now. People will say this and that, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set up roadblocks, they just can't stop me now. On drums, we have our graduate, Rajmark Duhaney. Give it up for Rajmark Duhaney. Solo Rajmark. On alto saxophone, we have. All right, here we go. Fives, give it up for Antonia Ratri. Give it up for the Knox College Band. Now taking this away, we have our graduate, Kevon Jones on the saxophone. Give it up for Kevon Jones. If I believe I
Madam Chair, Mrs. Marcia Edwards, other members of the board, our guest speaker, Reverend Glenroy Clark, Principal, Dr. Alexander Bourne, Vice Principal, Mrs. Maxine Josephs Platt, and Mr. Omar Smith, parents, guardians, and the graduating class of 2025. Good afternoon. I, Ajay Knight, stands before you as the valedictorian of the graduating class. To strive, to serve, and not to yield. Our school's mantra, heard from the very first online class to this very moment. As Knoxites, we stand to uphold the standard, so it's no surprise that we kept our word. But we actually made it. We've walked the hallways, aced or survived our exams, navigated the campus to find all classes, taken on new journeys of friendship, making bonds that may never be broken, and even learning about ourselves as we grew and developed. Each of us walked different paths to get to this moment. Some of us were student leaders. Some of us were athletes, artists, gamers, quiet thinkers, or even the class clown. But today, we stand together, equal in our accomplishments, united in our journey. We could not have done this without our teachers. Thank you for your patience, your guidance, and for putting up with our most used Wi-Fi wasn't working excuses during online classes. You pushed and encouraged us, even when we wanted to give up. You saw virtues in us, sometimes before we saw it in ourselves. Shout out to our teachers and grade coordinator, Mr. Dexter Williams, along with the admin staff that did an excellent job over this academic year, making it all a success. To our canteen staff, our teachers, our coaches, our dorm parents, security and ancillary staff, we say thank you. To our families, thank you for being our biggest cheerleaders. From the early morning drop-offs, the late night pep talks, and the unconditional love, even when we were impossible to live with. We must also thank you for helping us to represent the blue and blue we rep with immense pride, providing for us the bankies, the kickers, and the flat shoes for you all I dolly them, the spray ground bags for the fashionistas, and what we all came here for, our education, our goals, and holistic development. I thank you, parents, on behalf of the graduating class, for all your sacrifices. To my batchmates, I'm proud of us. We survived high school. That's no small feat, especially considering we've lived through a pandemic, navigated social media and its chaos, and even survived all the group projects that we had to do. If we can make it through that, we can make it through anything in life. The memories made over these past 5 to 7 years cannot even be recounted entirely, but can only be cherished in one's heart. For all of us, it has been 5 to 7 years of good morning, my sons and daughters. From our principal, Dr. Alexander Bourne, up, up, you mighty race. From our vice principal, Mrs. Platt, the ever so optimistic Mr. Smith, that sees the good in all of us. The ever so ominous Umbressa, or Madam Lady, courtesy of Mr. Hanley. These two words never failed to send chills down the spine of even the eldest on the compound. Class parties that were a success for some, but for us in AT, an unfortunate failure. Leah Jones Day that celebrated Knoxite excellence and recounted the traits of former principals through the arts. For us boarders, it was years of non-stop cold water showers. Some of we back just never wash. Some of we just name beard, to be honest. Water cool in a bed. Boarding was just an experience. It was a home away from home. It taught us to live with others and even put hairs on the chest of boys. Who remember when Okim did jump around the 200 meter on sports day?
the awesome cheerleading performances, and the most creative fashion expressions ever. The ever so constant battle between Murray and Forbes Dennis to win the competitions by any means possible. These experiences will never be forgotten. Jamaica Days that celebrated Jamaica's history in fine style. The cocoa that burned our tongues, and the fritters that never failed to make our mouths water. The blue jars that many of us love trying just because of its name. Jamaica Days were fun, also because when this event was kept, no classes were ever in session. Teachers' concert, especially the most recent one. We had many laughs, from Mrs. Lambert's corny jokes and her on-the-spot improvised dancing that was so obvious we couldn't help but laugh. And the main event, Spice, that came and shook the place with the BBL from Sheen. It was just a bunch of fabrics on her glutes. From the improvising dance moves, the throwing of cards imitating money, and stifling herself under a sheet to imitate Spice's most popular song. This performance was a memorable one. All experiences, again, cannot be recounted, but the thrill, the anxiety, and the uncertainty that came with the trial and CSEC examinations cannot be matched by anything at all. The nights of cramming that were made easy by Jamar due to his commitment to send study guides, past papers, YouTube videos, everything of the sort really helped us. Jamar Michael, big up yourself, my brother. Even when all of us seemed to be prepared, some of us did still cooked. Some of us didn't even share out already, to be honest. The friends of the comedian or even acquaintances were never left to drown, though. From his jokes, stories, and even his silly, inspiring words, we all felt a sense of comfort. LeSean, a.k.a. Shanizzle, big up yourself, my bro. Come on, clap him. Graduates, let us pause and reflect on the theme of this year's graduation ceremony. Launch out beyond barriers, beyond boundaries. I would love to give some food for thought on it using the scripture Luke 5, verse 4. This scripture highlights the importance of taking instructions as simple as moving to another location, one that might take one out of their own comfort zone. Experienced fishermen like Simon took instruction from a seemingly random person despite toiling all night and not catching any fish at all. Using skills which included faith and humility, one can also achieve the overflow of blessing that Simon received just by following the instructions given by, again, a seemingly random person. Now, what am I saying by mentioning this? In life, for both students and adults alike, many of us lack the two core qualities of faith and humility like Simon. Some students have failed to listen to teachers, peers, or even their guardians, which resulted in them, unfortunately, missing out on this graduation. These disappointments, though, can be combated with consistency and the core qualities mentioned earlier. Consistency is so important. It's so important because it combats what many of us become when we either pass an exam, get the highest in a test, or when we get a moment of victory in life. That is complacency. This causes us to think that even if we have toiled all night like Peter and there is no result, we are to be fine with that outcome. Peter was consistent in his doing by following the advice and or listening to Jesus to launch out into the deep despite his present issues. This theme speaks to us especially as there are even students among us that have lost loved ones in accidents and of natural causes, which would be their limitation. Even so, they still ran the race and used their faith and humility, took in their lessons and stayed consistent to the task. Consistency, faith, and humility, when applied to one's life, just as for Simon, provided a physical breakthrough, as it was seen that no ship could contain the amount of fish caught. Similarly, One can experience breakthroughs, whether spiritual or physical. One can receive empowerment and be a change in their communities and our societies. These qualities make you a Knoxite, one that causes change, one that continues to work hard beyond the barriers, beyond the boundaries. This theme, as presented in essence, simply tells one to let yourself go and allow the Lord to work beyond your own logic. Knoxites aim to epitomize the qualities and the consistency, humility, and faith that was exercised by Simon, so that our futures will be secured. Through all these highs and lows in our high school journey, we are here united once more. Irrespective of the seat of honors you are seated, we all walked through the halls. We all did the work. And now it is finally time to reap the reward of our hard work. Knoxites, we have strived daily. We have served daily. And to this point, we have successfully failed to yield. Niti servire, neke kedere. To strive, to serve, and not to yield. One college! One college! One college! I thank you.
Gentlemen, please help me make welcome the graduating class of 2025.
We started as dreamers, unsure and small. Step by step, we learned to stand tall. Every challenge, every fall, we rose again, we gave our all. Now the future calls our name, a brand new world, never the same. Beyond the horizon, we will soar, we open skies to every door. The clouds on open, chase the light, a brand new day, our future bright. The halls we walked, the laughter shared, the moments filled with love. laughter shared, the moments filled with love and care. The hearts will chase the light, a brand new day, a future bright.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon. It is both an honor and a homecoming for me to stand before you today, not just as a past student of this esteemed institution, but as a living testament to the enduring spirit of Knox College. Graduates, today, as you prepare to cross one threshold and step into the next chapter of your journey, I have the distinct privilege of welcoming you to a lifelong family, the Knox Past Students Association. Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class of 2025, I invite you now to stand. As a proud past student of Knox College, a big school, and the home of excellence, it is my honor to induct you into the Knox Past Students Association. Today, you graduate not just with a certificate, but with a lifelong connection to a community that values excellence, integrity, and service. To confirm your induction, I invite you now to take this pledge. The pledge is found on page 41 in your graduation program. And you will begin after 3. 1, 2, 3. One college. Thank you so much, class of 2025. You are now officially inducted into the Knox Past Students Association. Please note that a welcome letter is included in your diploma jacket. May your journey ahead be filled with success, fulfillment, and joy. Welcome to the Knox Past Students Association. You will always have a home here. Congratulations.
I invite us to stand together for the benediction. gracious and caring God, our source of light, we ask for your almighty hand to be upon these graduates as we send them forth. With their classes and grading now complete, may they strive towards excellence in all they do. With the applause quieted, may they celebrate and lift up those around them. With the speeches concluded, may their voices rise up to pronounce peace and justice in the world. With the fanfare ceasing, may they find bliss in future endeavors and adventures. With advanced degrees and credentials in hand, may their achievements grow and enrich their communities. And may the blessings of God rest upon all of us, now and forevermore. Amen. We remain standing for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our graduation. Graduation 2025. Please declare the passage as the leading party exits. Please declare the passage and please be seated. Please remove all chairs from the passage at this time as we acknowledge the party to exit.
We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. There's a party going on. Everyone around the world, come on. But there's a party going on right here, a celebration till at the lobby ends. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate the party with you. Come on and celebration. Let's celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have graduation.